panty lines to hide, insecurities to camouflage, and assets to highlight. Hi, this is Erin from What Would the Neighbors Think, and I'm going to show you how you can breathe new life into the clothes you already own simply by changing the undergarments underneath them. I'm going to show you all the basics and then give you the shopping links to my recommendations. Hollywood seamstresses and stylists have always found creative ways to provide coverage for their starlets. There's been panty lines to hide, insecurities to camouflage, and assets to highlight. In my Giorgio Armani days, the seamstresses often had to sew bras or corset-like contraptions into the Oscar gowns. Sometimes they'd even have to construct these elaborate linings out of real sheer material that would go into something that would kind of be see-through. And then stylists would often strap or tape down any kind of bulk that you'd find kind of fabric or otherwise. And I don't know, they knew all the tricks. They still do. With the variety of technical fabrics available today, there's a slew of companies that are making quality shapewear and affordable undergarments that keep things running smoothly for all of us. And thankfully, our goal is shifting when it comes to shapewear and other underpinnings. Your goal is to create smooth lines, not make yourself skinnier. You just want a silhouette devoid of lines, lumps, and bulk. In fact, you can choose the next size up in that shapewear. You'll still get a smooth, panty line-free silhouette, but you won't be constantly conscious of something squeezing you continuously. If you are looking for a way to look thinner, watch or read my piece on proportion. I'll link the post and even a video when I finish it below. It teaches you how to visually sculpt your shape into the coveted hourglass figure by choosing the right clothing to balance and flatter you. You'll see that size isn't your concern. Proportion is. But you still need a smooth finish, so keep watching. Like I said, you can breathe new life into the clothes that you already own just by changing the undergarments underneath them, because your clothing will drape smoothly over you. The right bras and other undergarments will lift and gently shape your figure. I'm going to cover the basics of what you see most often in the lingerie departments. I've included a link to a post that I keep updated with all the shopping links, and I'm also going to include links to some things I consider absolute essentials. You'll find those down below. We'll start with bras. You need a great fitting bra. If it lifts and shapes you just right, you'll always have a beautiful silhouette. We could do a whole video just on bras and how they should fit, but that'll be another time. Today I want to show you bras that are especially good at hiding. They create smooth lines so thinner fabrics like knitwear and t-shirts drape beautifully over them. This contour bra by Wacoal does just that. It's got foam-lined cups and no wires. There are over 1,000 raving reviews on Nordstrom for this one. Notori's version is also wire-free. It supports you with flat elastic hidden underneath a really pretty lace band. True & Company's bralette is incredibly soft, and it disappears underneath clothing. This one has a ton of glowing reviews. They also do a lower price line for Target, emphasizing a smooth, barely there feel. Now, if you prefer wires and need more support, Chantal's Invisible Memory Foam t-shirt bra is made of super soft, seamless microfiber, and it also disappears underneath clothing. I'm assuming you're active, so you'll need a sports bra. Sports bras need to be wide enough to hold all of your breast, and the band needs to be tight enough to provide the right support. For the best fit, you should be able to fit 2 fingers between your body and the band, but not more. I'll put a link down below for a really great article on choosing the right sports bra. This one is by Panache. It's a huge favorite for high-impact activities like running. Wacoal has another hit with its sports bra. There are over 2,000 Nordstrom reviews for this one. It's for women with a size C cup and above. What I like most about these two is that, like a regular bra, there's a flattering definition between the breasts. You don't end up with that uniboob shelf across the front of you. I looked at a variety of price ranges. Target's brand All in Motion makes a really nice sports bra, although you need to try it on because you might need to size up in it. And I love Notori's sports bra because it's lightweight and easily converts into a racerback style. The first one by Panache, that one does that as well. If you wear off-the-shoulder, halter, or wide-neck styles, you need a strapless option. A good convertible strapless bra has removable straps that can be reconfigured for various neck and back lines. Make sure it has a wide band and multiple fasteners for support. And look for rubberized inner seams. They really help to make it stay put. This one by Wacoal has all of that. Now this is essentially a long line strapless bra. It's excellent for larger chested women because it doesn't slip as much. It sort of rests on the shelf created by your rib cage and waist. And if you're not concerned with support, the right nipple adhesives are the best. These are made of silicone and can be worn again and again as long as you follow the directions for washing them. They blend seamlessly into the rest of your breast, making them invisible. I love these. A camisole is the ideal thing to wear under sheer blouses, and Commando makes the best. They have a variety of colors available that blend in with different skin tones. True & Company, this one from Target, they also make a microfiber camisole. This one's as light as air. It's a really smart purchase. If you love lacy lingerie but hate visible lines, these are for you. They have elastic-free edges and a bonded waistband to make them invisible under clothes. The stretch lace works beautifully. Now this brand takes stretch lace to a luxurious level. I had to include these. So pretty, they're incredibly soft, all stretch lace across the back, but they are pricey. Soft, stretchy thongs with laser-cut clean edges disappear beneath clothes. Chantal makes them in a variety of colors, and Commando is, of course, famous for theirs. You'll want to find something like this. Now, Spanx also does a lower price line for Target called Assets by Spanx. They do a full line of shapewear and are definitely worth checking out. I recommend sticking to the undergarments and hosiery, though. They do leggings as well, but they tend to be a little too sheer. You're going to be better off going with the regular Spanx brand for those. When it comes to what they call sculpting shapewear, Spanx is still the best, although Commando is right on their tail. They use what they call bonded paneling instead of bulky seams, so everything remains line-free. These mid-thigh shaper shorts flatten your tummy and create a smooth surface under skirts. However, they aren't the best if you're concerned about your waist. I hate to use the phrase muffin top, but that seems to be what everybody's calling it. So anyway, for that, you would want this one. The high-rise waistband continues the smooth line from your hips all the way up above your waist. Spanx makes them in a variety of skin tones. There's even a great lower-priced version in their Assets line at Target. And this all-in-one is great for form-fitting dresses or gowns. It has bonded panels up the front that keep everything line-free. Now, don't forget you may want to go up a size in all of these. They should feel supportive, not tight or squeezing. Remember slips? Today, most of them are made in laser-cut microfiber, and they come in a variety of lengths and prices. I like fitted slips for fitted dresses, so there's no chance of bunching up the fabric underneath. These Commando half slips for skirts are perfect because the above-the-knee style won't ride up thanks to their weighted hems. And this one has a pretty lace waistband and a great price tag. When you're looking for sneaky undergarments, don't forget your feet. The style is no socks right now, but you don't want to go sockless or you'll end up with stinky shoes. So you need no-show socks. There are a ton of choices out there and you'll just need to experiment. It's hard to know which ones are best for you, but I can tell you that the best ones are low cut, moisture wicking, and they have a sticky grip at the heel. But it really comes down to which shoes you're wearing. Some shoes come up higher on the back of your heel, so you need a higher heel sock to compensate. You'll just kind of have to do some trial and error with what you wear. Now, if you're looking for tights, Commando offers excellent opaque tights. They feature a waistband with invisible edges that lays smoothly against your skin. And Assets by Spanx at Target has a variety of options, including the high-waisted control top, that one that goes up a little bit higher so it kind of keeps the smooth line going from your hips up to the waist and above. Take care of your undergarments so they last. Either hand wash them like a champion or put them in the washing machine on the gentle cycle like the rest of us. I swear, before I had kids, I had so much more enthusiasm for hand washing. I had a lot more lingerie too, but now if you're using the washing machine, you must use lingerie wash bags for your bras so that the wires don't get damaged when they tangle with other items. And always line dry your synthetic and lacy undergarments. The materials used in most bras and shapewear can't stand the heat of the dryer. This is non-negotiable, kids or no kids. You'll probably only need a few things from the multitude of options that I've covered with you, but I wanted you to be familiar with what you're going to find most often in lingerie departments. Personally, what I consider essentials to every woman's wardrobe is: number one, a strapless option, like a strapless or convertible bra or a long line strapless bustier or even nipple adhesives if you don't need support. You need something for off-the-shoulder, halter, or wide neck tops and dresses. Number two, a sports bra, another non-negotiable. You've got to protect those assets. Number three, no-show panties, full back or thong. I love lace, so I'd go with one of the stretch lace options, but whatever saves you from panty lines will work. Four, either a slip or one other body smoothing piece of shapewear, something that will smooth your lower half under clingy skirts, dresses, or even pants. And number five, no-show socks. I wonder if that's ever going to change. Do you think we'll ever go back to fold over socks and tennis shoes? I don't know, whatever, but no show socks until then. The stylists and seamstresses of Hollywood past have spoken, and the undergarment industry and shapewear companies have listened. Take advantage of the advances in undergarments. And remember, your goal is simply to smooth your silhouette. The days of squeezing and suffering for fashion are history. See you next time. Insecurities, panty lines, insecurities, and assets to highlight. Panty lines to hide, insecurities to cover. I'm lost. I'm just lost. Insecurities to camouflage. And there's always been panty lines to hide, insecurities to camouflage, and assets to highlight. Thank you so much. We'll see you soon.